Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we're talking about Jefferson's sponsoring HBO Max's new show, The Penguin. My name is Miss Becca Sue. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Ryan Thompson, Tim Swyatt, and Kathy Cool.
Hey gang, what's up?
Howdy.
Hey guys.
Hey-oh, so yeah, Jefferson's is going to be sponsoring the new show, The Penguin. We'll talk about that after the break. For right now, Tim said there's something you want to talk about. What is that, sir?
Yeah, so I had to do a household project today, and this one consisted of a lot of manual labor, and it made me really think, boy, am I a fat bastard, and I should be able to do this? Why is this so hard? It was number one, and then how far I've gotten away from doing basic labor stuff, and made me appreciate some of our folks that are out there that people just hired to do things. I was curious to think around the horn. What is one of those things that you think of? You're like, God, I wish I could do this myself. I should be able to do it myself. And I really appreciate those people who helped me out to get it done.
Mm-hmm.
We just got done painting our house not too long ago. I am perfectly capable of painting.
Right. Go on.
But holy shit, do I fucking hate painting.
That'd be a big job.
It's
a big house.
Yeah, the house too, but just like it is, I fucking hate painting. And like, I think I hate taping stuff off even more, but obviously everything turns out better when you tape things off. I'm like, surely to God I don't have to tape it off. No, I do, but I hate taping stuff off. If I just have to like slap on paint, it's not that bad. But my God, I absolutely hate painting. Yeah. And it is exhausting work if it's a whole huge room, tall walls.
But it's also frustrating to watch those people that are good at that because it looks very easy.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't even have to tape shit off for the most part. And you see they're just straight as can be, right across the... it's so frustrating to me. They're so good at it.
It's worth every penny to pay them.
Yeah. What's that?
They can do it twice as fast and a much better job.
Yeah.
When you hire the professionals, and so I think it's worth every penny to pay.
Of course, you think that.
Yes. Of course. This is the guy who hires someone to cut his toast for him. So, yeah. Well.
Maybe even brush his teeth. But the jury's still out on that. We don't know yet.
Yeah,
I did get tasked with moving a ceiling light connection, and I was like, I could do it. I don't want to do it, and again, it'd be better off if you just ask a professional to do it. I mean, I understand what needs to happen, but it's really the last thing I want to do. So, no, I'm not doing it.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm happy to pay
to hire people.
Whatever. Yes.
I wish I could do anything. I really can't do anything. So
that's true.
That'd be nice if I could do something. But
Steve is very bad at doing anything.
Yeah, but I can hire people. I'm good at paying them. So
good at that.
Yeah. Yeah. Our air conditioner went out the shop, and I thought, oh, this could be bad. Once, and then of course they bill. I wasn't there when they came and fixed it, so I was like, Darren, well, how long were they there? And I forget, it was like an hour and a half. I'm like, oh, this isn't going to be bad. It's not. It's going to be cheap. Well, it's like $1,800.
Holy hell.
New parts.
Yeah, parts and recharge.
Time
Leak.
Parts, yeah. They charge you to get there sometimes. Yeah, we're there.
Oh, yeah.
30 minutes to get here. Arrival fee. Fuck
Arrival
off.
fee, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Departure fee.
Departure
Right?
fee. Yeah.
While I'm here fee.
I like how you can just
Use
assess.
your bathroom while I was there fee.
Seriously.
When do I ever get to assess just random charges to shit? Because I walked
Absolutely.
took a quick weekend trip the other day. Then we're going to get on a side thing here. I go on a quick weekend trip the other day. The property's owned by Hyatt, a known entity, a known worldwide global brand. And I go to check in, and they have a 4:00 check-in, and I'm there at like 1:30. And they said, good news is your room is ready. Boom, done, right?
I know what fee you're talking about.
There's a $20 early check-in fee.
Yep.
Oh,
Bingo.
bastards.
They
I'm
threw
like,
that on.
but you said the room is ready. Yes, sir, that is correct. But it is $20 to check in early.
Those motherfuckers.
So you want me just to walk around, even though the room's ready, nothing changes. You want me to walk around, or you're going to hit me with $20? Yes, sir. Fuck it.
It's so frustrating.
20. So then,
They knew that you'd do it because by that point you're not going to be like, oh, I'll just sit in the lobby for 2.5 hours, because then your bar tab's going to be higher than $20.
exactly. So then I check out. It's 7. Checkout time is at 11, and I said I assess a $20 fee to the hotel that when I check out early. They didn't. That didn't fly. They don't give back $20. They don't allow me to assess them $20. They can randomly assess me. There's nothing in when I'm booking it that's like, hey, we're going to hit you for $20 if you check it out. Nothing like that. So this was just a blind fee they can hit me with. But I'm not allowed to hit them with any sort of blind fee. I'm checking out early, allows them to get in, clean it, get it turned over for the next person that maybe they can get an extra $20 out of. No.
Steve, maybe you should switch to just staying at hourly rate hotels instead.
No, I'm not going to do that. And
I'm just saying you won't complain as much.
No, I'll still complain about something. That's my life. I have to complain. But I already booked for next year at this place because it's a historic place. Now Hyatt owns it. They just own it. But I'm going to go back because I liked it. I like the place. But
Where is it at?
I'm salty about that $20 fee. Excelsior Springs, Missouri. It's an old time spa, like Al Capone used to go there type of spa. Yeah, it's cool, and they've maintained it well. Some of these things are falling down and just old now. They've always maintained that well, so it's really still nice and opulent. It's one of those things, and when you look at it, it's like they couldn't even build this today, or if they did, it would all be plywood and then a facade over it, and everything would just be dummied up to look like this is like real stone hotel. I mean, it's crazy. So that's cool.
They'll show you for showing up early.
Yeah. Well, they got $20 out of me. They held me up.
Same thing. Hyatt's the only one that does that right now. I'm surprised Marriott and Hilton haven't picked up on it yet.
Yeah. I was pissed. I was furious, but there was nothing I could do. They had me. It's just enough where you're willing to throw it away too. Because if it was been like it's $100 fee, I would have been like, "Fuck you." I guess I'll come back in 3 hours. But $20, you're like, "Fuck it, just take the $20." Yeah. Well, they got.
I love your reasoning when you're checking out early. That makes a lot of sense to me. Just send them a bill and see what happens.
Exactly.
Do that, man.
Early checkout fee.
Right? Who knows? Maybe they pay.
Seriously, they ended up getting more time. I checked out 4 hours early. I tried checking in 3.5 hours early. They came out ahead.
Right.
So send me $20.
I agree 100% with you, Egler.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
We were talking about something else.
We were talking about painting is Becca Sue's demise. That's mine as well. I can't stand painting.
Mine's just
the billionaire won't touch his own electrical work, which I also agree with now because you don't want to burn your mansion down.
No,
it's true.
Even though you have the backup mansion.
It's true. Not only that, you can also get zapped. I mean, besides the potential to light your place on fire and kill you that way, you can also take a bad zapping.
Steve, have you ever been electrocuted before?
Little stuff like an extension cord that had some cuts in it. I picked it up and as like a 15-year-old, like, it's like you're thinking to drop it, but you can't. You're like stuck in this thing. You're getting shocked, and you know what's happening. First you don't know what's happening, then you figure it out, and you still can't let go. Yeah, it's fucked up. But,
yeah.
That was
Being
the worst.
electrocuted is something else.
That's the worst I ever got on that extension cord. The bad extension.
Becca, have you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Doesn't sound fun.
Mostly, well, one time. Well, I guess I think only 3 times I touched. Well, 2 times were intentional. 1 time was not. I touched an electric fence.
Ugh.
Because you have to when you're a kid.
Sure, you got to test.
I fixed a lamp.
Touching a hot plate from a waitress, yeah.
Yep, I fixed a lamp.
Plate's hot, touch it immediately.
Yep, I electrocuted myself when I fixed a lamp.
Okay.
And then the other intentional time was one of the times we were in Sturgis. We were like chatting with these old guys that had a camper next to us, and they were like, something had happened to their camper, and so it wasn't grounded anymore. And they're like, be careful, we're not grounded for some reason. You really know what's going on. And I was like, okay. And they're like, yeah, so like don't touch the outside of the camper because you'll get electrocuted. And so obviously that means touch the outside of the camper. And so really putting my brain into it, I decided to put my tongue on the outside of the camper.
Oh, God damn.
And I am not kidding. Like, and a camper electricity, is that like what, is it 220? Like, yeah, it's 220. Mm-hmm. And I flew backwards.
Oh, nice.
And I just saw black for probably, I don't know, 5-10 seconds, flew backwards on the ground. And I was like, I think I have rewired my brain.
I bet you did.
I understand it was not smart. It was not one of my better ideas. But it was very interesting. It literally like jolted me back into like life. I felt like I was just like, oh my God, I'm alive again. Holy shit.
Uh-huh.
So
why did you just touch it with your finger? Why did you have to use your phone?
Why would we do that?
Okay, fair.
Yeah. Why not really go all in? That was
sure.
Yeah, with 220.
That's impressive.
Not 110. Impressed. Yeah, the 110 was a lot better.
110 was better.
Imagine.
Yeah, it was less holy, like, yeah. It was funny because my friends are just like, their eyes hadn't been about as big as mine. I feel like my hair was probably like frizzed out, which it was not, but I mean, I flew back. I was not expecting to fly backwards.
Right. I'd imagine.
Not good.
All right. What about you, Kathy?
Are we talking about getting electrocuted?
No, we're talking about, things, something you can't do that you wish you could.
So when I bought the house 23 or 4 years ago, I used to do everything myself that I could. Swap out light fixtures, hang ceiling fans, painting, anything I could do. Now I'm just like, I've had a new light fixture for my hallway sitting in my hallway on the floor for probably 8 months now. Uh-huh. Because I just don't feel like doing it. And it's the easiest thing to do.
Right.
So I'm more of somebody else can do that thing kind of now.
At that age of house, you probably have ceiling nipples. The ceiling nipple light fixtures. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Big glass ball with a nipple. You got ceiling boobs. Yeah.
Yep, the boobs.
Yep, you gotta love those.
That's nice. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's
That's what needs to come down in the hallway.
That's right.
Well, ceiling boob.
You're gonna miss
This
it.
room has the
there we go.
The hanging orb.
Hanging orb. It's nice.
It looks like a pasty.
Yes.
It's a pasty.
Actually, it looks like a nipple. It looks like a nipple tassel. Like you're going to.
Yeah.
Get a spin.
Hanging ball of light.
Yeah.
Hanging ball of light. So there you go. Well, on that note, on the hanging ball of light, that's the cue to
Let me
drink.
just tie in here, too. So what I did today was I dug a hole.
Oh, digging holes suck.
Congratulations.
12 inches down, 34 inches wide, because the general decided to get some nice, beautiful arbor that I had to dig this hole. She's like, oh, yeah, we can do it. Of course, it's right up against a gas line, too. So I had that hole trenched out. But I'll tell you, you folks planting trees and digging holes, I got a special place for you.
Yep,
I feel you. I feel like I ran a marathon afterwards. I'm such a fat bastard.
Yeah.
Digging is the worst job.
Yeah.
Digging. Yeah.
34 inches wide by
34 inches long. 34 inches long, about 24 inches wide, 12 inches down.
Wow.
Gonna put a body in there.
Yeah. And maybe she's planning on killing you. You got to be careful, buddy.
I'm surprised I didn't get the shovel to the head and pushed in.
Very dangerous time.
Is it already filled in?
Is it filled in now, Tim?
What's that?
Is your hole filled in yet?
It is. We were able to somehow get this huge. There are 2 trees. I finally picked it up. Finally got it in there. We got one side done. I got to do the other side now. Hopefully next weekend.
Hopefully next weekend. If only you had a young son that could do that. Had a fresh
not
back
seeing
and
his
stuff
girlfriend right now.
Yeah,
I'm out there in the rain,
amazing,
toiling away.
Kids are the best.
Yes,
they're just the best.
Well, that's what they're there for, is slave labor.
Yeah, they always seem to wiggle out of it though. Like
they
Tim.
do.
Yeah, that shit happens. So there you go.
Hole digging.
On that note, guess what, gang? It's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Ryan again, because he was almost our champion last time. We're gonna have him kick this one off. He came so close.
The disappointment on his face is.
You should have talked over Becca's. You should have put on all the stops.
Yeah.
She squeaked for like 5 seconds before she popped.
Yeah, I saw you shaking your head. You were very angry about that.
I was gonna make a crude joke about that, but
wow, you bit your tongue for once, did you? Well, there you go. Here you go. A little hidden bar tonight. How about
hidden
that?
barn. Okay.
Oh, showing the love.
Right.
Okay. It was audible.
The silence.
Back to Ryan again.
Yeah. I heard something, so it has. You got the lead. It's not going to last. So, what about? Well, let's have Tim go. Maybe you can hold on.
Now, let's see how we do it. We're going to go with a bottle of 11-year rye from Isanti Spirits out of Minnesota.
Minnesota. Nothing.
Oh.
Ryan has the lead. Becca's next, though.
I've got some RC6, a relatively full bottle.
Yeah.
I don't know why this one's open. I can only assume because Steve fucking opened it.
I opened that one up.
Because we have two.
That one. Yeah.
Did you open this?
Yeah, of course. Roy said anything.
We have 2 bottles of it. We have one that's half drank and then one that's freshly opened for.
I wanted a fresh crack.
At all.
Like I had a few drinks.
Oh God.
Oh, that was a microphone.
That was weird.
That was
I mean, that's the lead. That's the lead.
Layers
I feel like
layers.
a traditional cork pop would beat that, but it was loud. I'll give it that.
Oh.
It didn't even sound like a cork pop. It sounded like I don't know what.
Like a spring.
Yeah, that was weird. So
also, Steve, I want you to know I'm still reusing my glass.
Oh God.
From the past.
Right.
For the past month.
Kathy's next. For the past month, same glass.
Gonna open Jefferson's. Staying on topic.
Okay. No, not enough. Becca still has the lead, but I've got the Tommy's Malted Bang Dog. All right. Come on, Bang Dog. Yeah.
It was cute.
It was cute.
Pretty, cute. Pretty.
It was clean.
More cork pop sounding.
It was cork pop sounding, but I'll still say Becca won because that was that much louder that she wins. Even
Becca had multiple layers in hers, so
Thank
it was
you.
impressive. It was impressive.
Cheers.
All right, we'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to be talking about the show The Penguin and the fact that Jefferson is their sponsor. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of executive bourbon steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your executive bourbon steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your executive bourbon steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show.
There's a motorcycle going by outside.
That was not a motorcycle. I know motorcycles.
I promise you.
Becca.
I swear to God.
Light up.
I did too. I saw her lift. It was she tried to do the one cheek sneak and she got caught off
Yes.
that reverberation off that chair.
Yes. Let
That
her
would
get you.
have lifted me off the entire chair. Are we recording yet, Steve?
Yes.
We are.
Are we?
Yeah.
Why doesn't it say recording on my screen?
It says recording on mine. They changed it around. It's upper right hand side. It says recording. It's that
Listen
place.
to the Bourbon Daily. Here's your bumper, Steve.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about the Penguin and Jeffersons.
Yes, we are. First of all, do you guys have interest in the show?
Yes.
Nope.
Yes.
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 I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I have the time. Maybe I'll check it.
Three yeas, one nay, one maybe there. So that's the official vote of the Bourbon Daily on this one.
I did like the reboot Batman, though. Even
Yeah,
though
that was
it's his
good.
face,
It was good starting
Twilight.
out. It lost
I
its
thought he
way.
did a good start.
I mean, Batman type stuff can be either really good or really shitty.
Right.
Yes.
But you got to
It
give
could
it a
go
chance.
either way, and I do trust HBO.
Right. Yes.
I
I
trust
mean,
them.
Max.
Good point.
But
Yeah,
it's
they
still an
called it
HBO
Smash.
original, even though
It is.
it's on Max.
On Max, which is
Yes.
dumb. So dumb.
But Max is original. Is that?
We're never going to be able to fix this one.
We don't know.
Don't know.
He's just not pop culture enough. Yeah. So HBO has HBO. Then they had HBO Max, but then they dropped the HBO off the Max. Now it's just Max. That gets you caught up.
And is Cinemax still in the game or not? Are they
Yes.
You should know better than we do.
Are they around still?
You can still see the blurred imaging at the late night shows if you don't subscribe to it. That can
I know what
happen.
you're talking about, Tim. I like it.
You do. A lot of guys are nodding in their cars right now.
Skinamax is still alive and well. So yes.
Is it? Okay. Fair.
Yeah. So so then Jefferson's is going to be the sponsor. So this means we're going to be seeing commercials from Jefferson's. We're also going to see product placement in there. So the Penguin, hey, boys, have a drink, and it's going to be Jefferson's.
Is there a relation going on? A relationship? A correlation of something or other?
No, I mean,
So Ryan, Jefferson's is going to sponsor the show called The Penguin,
And it's showing on Max.
and it's showing on Max.
Cinemax.
I understand all that part.
Cinemax.
It seems like an odd sponsorship to me.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure
Tell us
out
more. Tell us more.
I'm trying to figure out the correlation.
Why are you confused?
Why is Jefferson's interested in sponsoring a show about the penguin?
Well, I think it's the fact that they're opening a distillery. They just want to get their name out there in a big way, and I think they think that this is going to be a hit. I would assume.
Okay.
And it's a way to get involved.
All right.
But yeah, so and I would assume sponsor for that again. So it's HBO. There's not really commercials in the show. It can be something beforehand or something like that. Mm-hmm. But I think it's going to be mostly product placement in the show, I would guess.
So they're actually going to unveil it at San Diego's Comic-Con, which is a huge thing. And they're going to have a like a speakeasy in the basement of the place, or in the inner workings of the place, like a club within a club. And you have to get a password to get in. And they're going to have like props and stuff for you to take your picture with. And the other thing that I read was that they're trying to do, besides just product placement and ads, they want to do things where they get events or fan involvement.
Okay.
So
we're going to see a lot of that kind of stuff. They'll be out on the road sponsored, because there's obviously that's the granddaddy of Comic Cons, but then they have Comic Cons in a bunch of different cities and stuff like that. So I assume Jefferson's will be involved in all those as well. So, yeah.
I'm going to tune in just to see how they play this. That's why I'm tuning in.
Right.
The story about the penguin. I haven't seen Batman since I was. When did Michael Keaton play Batman? What year was that?
80.
Yeah, that was the last one I saw.
Somewhere around there.
A while ago.
Yeah. So has 10th Mountain ever appeared in a movie or TV show, Ryan?
Not besides that, a couple that Akeley guy out of St. Louis area did a couple of those, but besides that,
there's a lot of crying men in that show. There was a very big drama.
Oh, he got mad. He didn't
cry.
He got mad because they didn't. He didn't know you could cry.
I was unaware there was crying involved in.
Right.
Anyways, after I watched it,
that was tremendous drama.
No, we have not done anything along those lines. I don't think we've had any fancy product placements or any of that stuff going on.
Okay.
I think they're hoping. Remember in Yellowstone when they started pouring bottles of Weller and then Blands, and people went absolute apeshit over it again.
Yes.
And then, and I love that our friends at Limestone Branch, everybody all of a sudden assumed that they were part of it and everything like that.
Totally.
I think that's if they could replicate something like that or a portion of that, bring people to it, makes sense.
Yeah.
And they're trying to go on the heels of the House of Dragon show that's on Max, which the Penguin's supposed to kick off after that. They're expecting that to be the next big hit. So they're trying to tie people to the brand and do some product placement, this, that, and the other inside the show. But then these fan experiences at these Comic-Cons is what they look like to do, like Kathy mentioned.
That's cool. I like that.
I think it's big. I think this is a great sponsorship.
Great way to do it.
Opportunity, yeah.
When does it start? What are we talking?
A couple weeks, I suppose, because House of Dragon, this is their second to last.
Wow.
This is the 7th episode, so next week should be the last episode of that.
Okay, so very soon. Very soon.
I'm not up on my Comic-Cons, but whatever that San Diego Comic-Con is, I assume that's like their kickoff, and then they roll with it.
Okay.
I can literally look right now, and it'll take me 2
If you
seconds.
had a search thing in your pocket.
If only someone would invent that. That'd be awesome.
Let's see here. The Penguin. First episode is September 8th.
September 8th. Okay. It's the day after my mother's birthday. September 8th.
I'm sure they planned it that way.
I always take the day off after my mother's birthday from all the partying we do. Yes. Big time.
The nice thing is that the Batman partnership with Oreo is going to continue with an immersive experience as well. So you have your Jeffersons with the Penguin and Batman with Oreos.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
San Diego Comic-Con was this weekend, the July 25th, 26th, 27th, and 28th. Finishing today. So I hope you're enjoying your Jeffersons out there, everyone. Hope you had a good time.
Yeah, there you go. So there it is. There is a little bit about this partnership, one that we're interested in. I think even the ones that said they weren't interested in the show are going to check it out when it comes out. You're going to test.
I'm intrigued.
Right. So yeah,
Yes.
we'll see. It'll all. This is a good deal on the merit of the show. If the show's awesome, it's going to be an incredible deal. I mean, look at what Yellowstone did for the brands that are affiliated with it, and even like Yellowstone. I just had a guy in the other week saying, I'm looking for some of that Yellowstone, that one brand they started after the TV show. I'm like, dude, that brand goes to the 1800s. This isn't after the TV
It
show.
started because the TV show, Steve.
That's what he thought.
I love it when people tell you facts
Right.
that are fucking wrong.
Yeah, not even close.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah. So this
Good to
could be.
see Bourbon
Yeah.
it's good to see Bourbon place in this stuff. Let's be
Yeah.
honest. More sponsorships like this. Nice seeing the category continue to get some love.
Yeah.
That's a great point, Tim. I like that. Absolutely.
Yeah. It'll be interesting too. Obviously, Jefferson's will be doing a lot of things in September when they open up their distillery, and I wonder if any appearances by the Penguin or anything like that, or any of those sort of characters at that place for that. That could be
When
could
you
make
think about it,
for an interesting.
why they
thing for
didn't choose
bourbon guys.
vodka is beyond me, because it would make sense on a 44 below or whatever. Maybe what we drink ice cold be vodka, but happy to see bourbon whiskey being chosen.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, we win. So, all right, we'll wrap this one up as you always do by talking about where people can find us. Kathy, we're going to start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at KKCastStrength.
All right, Tim.
You can find me on Instagram at SwyGuy2112 and on YouTube at our flagship whiskey.
Ryan.
Across all socials at 10th MTN Whiskey, and our website's 10thwhiskey.com. It's 10th whiskey with an E.
All right, Miss Becca Sue.
You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Miss Becca Sue, 1K, no C's.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out. Everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more. abvnetwork.com. Come by and see me. The ABV Barrel Shop, the place where you can try before you buy. Check us out online, abvbarrelshop.com. Miss Becca Sue, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd just like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. If you like what we're doing, I see please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. For audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Hey, everyone.
Bye.
See you guys.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you're in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.